Hey guys, UWG Nick here, and welcome back to Valley. Not much to say. Let's continue the adventure. I just came back from acrobatics, and I'm still wearing my training gear, so I'm feeling a little bit sweaty. But oh well. At least you can't smell me through the video, so it's great. The wonders of the internet. No trees or orbs nearby. Take energy from storage cells to restock your reserves. All right, because they had the. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Because they had the what was it? Wow, I forgot the name of the energy. Oh well. Does it say anywhere? Well, whatever the energy was called, Mitra, something like that. Is that a storage cell? Yes, it is. How much can I take? Oh right. Why can't it just? Oh, okay. I can do it like that. Give me all of it. Boom. Open sesame. Always works. All right.
Provide proper identification. Failure to do so will result in detention.
I have a feeling there won't be many people checking my credentials here. Should I shoot that? Clearly not. Oh, here we go. Note from a guard. I'd give anything to be a pathfinder, but there's no way I'd ever be eligible unless I suddenly lost 60 pounds. That'll never happen. Too bad. I bet you I could pick up a lot of growth in those things. Well, if that's your only reason, ooh.
September 17th, 1942. My name is Andrew Fisher, leading physicist and head of Project Pendulum. Pendulum is the research and development project directed by the Army Corps of Engineers to produce a weapon of mass destruction that can bring an end to the war through the unconditional surrender of our enemies. In response to the spy-ridden efforts of the Manhattan Project, headed by my cohort, Robert Oppenheimer, Pendulum has been founded under the utmost secrecy. Funds, pride, and soldiers' lives are all on the line in a race to win the war, thus giving rise to the name Pendulum.
Alright, so we're in a Cold War situation. Apparently, I'm supposed to go over there. I thought I found something new, but apparently not. Here we go. Amrita, that's the energy name. Note from a researcher. Within the SOMA facility, we are surrounded by the Amrita fuel slugs extracted from the valley. As such, we tend to be isolated from the effects of Pathfinder's quantum death side effects. I was amazed that one day I step out of the facility to see scores of trees dead around me. Within the SOMA facility, we are surrounded by the Amrita fuel slugs extracted from the valley. As such, we tend to be isolated from the effects of the Pathfinder's quantum death side effects. Well, what the fuck does that mean? That if you die, you don't kill anything? If you drain from the slugs instead? Then why were there a bunch of dead trees everywhere? I don't get it. Was that a, yeah, that was a Amrita swarm over there, green one. Any upgrades here? There's probably going to be upgrades up on the shelves. God damn it. I wish they wouldn't do that. I'm going to have to dig through the whole goddamn thing, and it's going to be a fucking take forever. Oh shit, I missed. Alright, maybe not. Yeah, I see you over there. What in the shit? Oh, those are fast. Oh, only took 4 hits. No biggie. Still looking for upgrades, guys. I'm gonna keep looking for upgrades until we beat the game and the upgrades are pointless. Because that is what you do in video games. You get better at them until you beat them, and then there's no point in being good at them. Oh, energy low. Any energy tanks around? Can I drain from an Amrita swarm now that it's classified? Ooh, I got a new one. Ooh, and I got full. Nice. Note from a worker. Most of the contractors who helped construct this place have since been sent back home, having no idea where exactly in the mountains they had been working. As far as they knew, they were simply building an alternative energy research compound. The army was careful to hide the orbs, ruins, and sprites from the contractors, limiting where they could go and what they would see. I'm gonna try draining from that guy and see what happens. Oh yeah, they turn back. Oh, that's unfortunate. The Fly Lordship, okay. Thank you. I got full reader reserves. Well, used one now. Is that a note? That's a note. Note from a guard. Right before being sent out here, I got to see the Maple Leafs win the Stanley Cup. That goal by old Petey Langell was one to remember. I bet anything they're gonna win the cup again next year. I'd even bet my children on it, if they don't really like me anyhow. Well, as a soon-to-be father myself, I don't think I'd bet my children on a game, on a sports game. Now, you know, anybody can, you know, bet their children on whatever they want. It's their children. Actually, no, you cannot. They are individuals. Ooh, upgrade. See, it pays to look around for everything. Another medallion. We've got 13 of the suckers. I wonder how many you need to actually go to the pyramid. Because I know you need medallions to go to the pyramid. Okay, that won't let me through there. What about up there? Nope, too high. Forcing me to go this way, eh? Fine, developers. I will play your game. Ba-dum. Over here. Oh, God damn it. There was nothing over here. I have been bamboozled. Oh, yes, made it. Right, so where is it I want to go? Probably across here. To the light. What am I supposed to... Oh, it's a tunnel. I get it. I get it. It's a tunnel. You walk through.
As a precaution to both Nazi and Soviet espionage, Pendulum's location and purpose is unknown to the outside world. Taking a cue from the Manhattan Project, only a small few know of Pendulum's purpose, operating under the guise of an alternative energy project. As it came to light that Manhattan had been plagued with espionage, it was agreed upon to shroud Pendulum within the government itself. All those who knew of Pendulum's true intent are here. Though admittedly extreme, we can ensure an ironclad umbrella of secrecy. Information can only come in, and none can go out. As far as anyone outside this valley knows, Pendulum does not exist. This valley does not exist.
Damn. Okay. I can kind of bounce off that chain link fence, so I can climb pretty high, but I can't get to that without going through this, and I don't think just running into it will do it. I'm gonna have to find a way in there. Oh wait, there's a tunnel there. Hardy ho, we're going back, guys. If I can make it back. God damn it, stop it. Okay. No, too goddamn high. How about just letting me in, goddammit? Fucking hell. There we go. Yes. Made it. That was difficult. That was stupid difficult. Alright. So it was... same height. Is it down tunnel? How do we get in there? Above it, maybe? You see it forks there, isn't it? Yeah, forks here. And I think that's the one we want to take. Maybe? How do we get into that one? Oh, there we go. There we go. I are smart. How many did we get? A lot of them, and medallions as well. I guess that was supposed to be hard to find. But if that's their version of hard to find, then this is a game that's gonna be easy. Give me Give me the things. 2 more. Thank you. Are you generators or what are you? Like, do you I have a feeling that they recharge after that. Oh, that's let's see, what are we doing here? Oh, there we go. So, is there a reason to go? Oh, there we go. More upgrades. Thank you. Is there a reason to go back here? Is that where we're going? Oh, crap. Oh, fuck. Maybe not. Maybe this is perfect. Maybe this is exactly what we wanted. I still want to go check it over there, though. Like, what is that door? Probably nothing. Probably just like... Yeah, that's nothing. And there's nothing up there, so we've seen all everything we see here. Then where are we supposed to go? In through the tunnel, I guess? Moving, moving, moving. Dead-eyed. Warning, crane block overhead. Is there? You guys lie. Lies and deceptions. Did I hear something? Is there gonna be some cool enemies? They talked about bears. I haven't seen any bears yet. Boom. Fire her up. Okay.
Welcome to the Pendulum Research and Development Site. All personnel must report to the front desk with appropriate security clearance.
Note from a researcher. I finally got to see one of those orbs out in the wild while I was on leave for the day. There is something surreal about them. I stared into it for who knows how long. Note from Andrew Fisher. Due to the power strain as the reactor ramps up production to meet our increased quota, we've experienced frequent power outages. As such, I've ordered reader generators as a backup power source to be temporarily installed throughout the facility. Blackouts should cease to occur. Oh, that's one of them bendy leg guys again. I'm telling you, they're not comfortable. They can't be comfortable. Okay, one more. Gimme. Oh, thanks. So many upgrades. Note from worker, we better finish up this project soon. Those supply drops are only scheduled to arrive for a few more months. Otherwise, due to the isolation policy, we're on our own. The pilots know nothing of this operation other than their orders to drop off supplies to this location until the end of this year. I think they were told this is for a mining operation. No wonder Fisher's going mad over our timelines. Right. Well, can't you just schedule more supply drops? What's the deal here? The story's getting a little bit darker, like slightly more sinister. Nothing massive, really. It's not scary in any way, but it's... You start kind of seeing the military being involved quite heavily in this project, more than just making cool suits. And as I said, a weapon of mass destruction. That's never a good thing. Note from an administrator. Trying to keep this operation a secret has been an absolute nightmare. Between coordinating surreptitious supply drops, securing illegitimate funds, channeling resources and manpower, to creating thousands of ghost accounts and fake offices to bury the operation from any level of government. Barring someone accidentally stumbling across this location, one of the most remote areas on the planet, there's no chance anyone will find us out here. But it's the military. There's documents. I mean, there might be like stamped top secret and shit, but surely there's a paper trail. Be it redacted as fuck. Ooh, more gear. Can I make that load? Really? Isn't that the whole point? Alright, fine. Be a dick about it. More notes. Note from Private Riley. I've been ordered to patrol the SOMA facility again today. I've circled through the same rooms 30 times since noon. At least I get to smile at the cute scientist in the pressure chambers each time. She hasn't smiled back at me yet. I hope she doesn't find me creepy. Dude, if you walk through a room 30 times and keep smiling at her, yeah, she finds you creepy. Note from a Pathfinder. It's odd to think about what exactly a life is once you've experienced quantum death. What exactly are the ingredients that make up my life? My ingredients aren't really any different than anyone else's. Carbon, calcium, hydrogen, etc. held together with some energy. So what exactly makes me me? I guess if anything, I'm just a pattern, one that forms out of the chaotic blender of matter in the universe, like a whirlpool out of the water. And when I die, that pattern simply dissipates back into the cosmos. Are we all the same universe? Are we all the same universe simply expressing itself? Those are deep questions, but yeah, people have been wondering about that for a very long time. What makes an individual? There's theories about the soul in almost every religion, and scientists haven't really found any proof of the soul, but they haven't been able to disprove the soul either. So there's still a lot to be found out about the universe and mankind. People who complain about born too late to explore the planet, born too early to explore space. If you want to explore humanity. There's a lot to explore there, guys. Ooh, purple. Fuck you, guys. Got one of them. Boom, 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 boom. Drain that shit. We're not gonna make any more enemies for ourselves. Oh, that's the one I wanted to do. Ew, I almost missed it. And okay, continue the story. Or continue the thing. I was hoping for more open fields with the leaf suit.
I can't believe it. I'm almost at a loss for words. This is the discovery of a lifetime. No, of the 20th century. Have I found Schrodinger's cat? This is beyond my wildest imagination. As a result of the reaction between the Amrita energy and the Pathfinder's own life force, they experience what I have dubbed quantum death. When a Pathfinder dies while wearing the suit, their consciousness branches into a new reality, unharmed. They achieve quantum immortality.
Right. I think that's more than just the discovery of the 20th century. That's biggest. That's the one. That's the discovery you want to make. Memo: please refrain from wasting office supplies unnecessarily. Stock is running low. Please exhaust all office supplies to their full extent. Note from a Boilermaker. They told us we're building some sort of alternative energy facility here, but little else. Tradesmen are only allowed in certain areas at certain times for certain jobs. They're keeping us completely in the dark, having us all focus on a single task at a time rather than giving us any hints into the big picture. What are they hiding from us? Yeah. As a side note, having a project that you want to complete where you don't tell anybody about the whole picture is a nightmare of a project. People need to know how their part is connected to a bigger whole, so they don't make small adjustments that makes their life easier, that completely fucks over people on the other side. So, props to whoever was running this project. Note from a contractor. Now that the isolation policy in effect, I've found out this is a weapon project of some sort. I still don't know much, but I hope to find out more. I just wish I could talk to my family back home, let them know I'm doing okay. Alright, so they were finding some stuff out, even though everybody was working very hard at keeping them in the dark. Why did the light go out? Are you going to turn scary on me, guys? Really? Are we going to go the scary route? I don't know if this game will manage to pull off scary. I don't think it will. Fucking if I know. Let's see. I mean, this whole area is a bit unsettling, I'll give it that. Someone talked. Hydration. Get some. Alright. Loose lips sink ships. That was an actual slogan for America during, I think it was the Second World War. Might even have been the First World War. when they were very careful, when they were very uptight about well, they're still uptight about national security, but it was in the middle of the war effort, so they were very, very worried about somebody giving out information to the enemy that could be used against them. So there was this slogan like "Loose lips sink ships," like don't give out locations of your ships and stuff like that to anyone. Like don't talk about it, just shut the up. Because loose lips sink ships. Now don't go over there. Okay. That's where we need to go, which means I'm not gonna go there. You guys know how this works. If the game shows you where to go, you go the opposite way. I might actually have exhausted all the optional routes here, but I don't feel like I did. There's that area. Oh, it was nothing. Alright, so is that the only thing left then? We've checked this area. We came from there, yes. Let's meander off. Can I open the other bathrooms? I can go jump into them. Then there's probably gonna be a upgrade in one of them. Because that makes sense out of a game standpoint, but not out of a story standpoint. And this time, they stay true to the story. Yep. No upgrades anywhere. Can't go through there. Can run around, but there's nothing there. Okay. Sorry, guys. We're moving. Nope. Note from researcher, the leaf suit may prove to be the pinnacle feat of Pendulum, the ability to manipulate life and death using the God Hand, the agility, the ability to circumvent death, all thanks to Amrita energy converted from this valley's orbs. You can create the ultimate soldier. The Mark II success will herald a new wave of iterations. Okay. Note from Private Matthews, the way Edwin makes a show with Virginia all the time really makes my teeth grind. Everyone knows that romantic involvement between personnel is prohibited, yet no one does anything about it. Why does he get to run around with a girl while the rest of us sit around and play poker for the 9,000th time? Well, once you come back to civil life and start making millions and millions of dollars out of being a professional poker player, I bet you won't be so grumpy about it. Besides, you start running around with a girl too. Or maybe he's too beta to get a girl. Fuck that guy. Let people have their fun.
Welcome to the Pathfinder program.
Thank you.
You've been selected among an elite few to participate in an experimental study to test out Pendulum's newly designed leaf suit. Do you have what it takes to master the marvels of this groundbreaking technology? Pathfinders are divided into squads of 3. Your objectives include testing leaf technology and to aid the anthropological effort as we further explore the ruins of this spectacular valley.
Look at that, he actually has straight legs while running.
Pathfinders are granted incredible speed and agility. In earlier Mark I models, soldiers piloting leaf suits were given the stimulant DX9 to exert the energy needed to drive the impressive exoskeleton. However, this was found to cause sudden cardiac arrest amongst unwitting Pathfinders. In the latest model, the Mark II, DX9 has been replaced with Amrita energy. The transfusion of Amrita with Pathfinders results in a phenomenon known as quantum death. But be forewarned, if a Pathfinder dies while wearing our suit, something else must forfeit its own life in their stead. So be sure to be...
I like how positive he was about saying it caused sudden cardiac arrest in the unwary Pathfinders. Yeah.
To produce bombs of unparalleled yield, we rely upon the life seed housed within a reactor found deep underground beneath the SOMA facility. By harvesting the high energy yield orbs found within the valley, we pass their energy through the life seed, which acts as a sort of amplifier, magnifying the energy to unprecedented levels. The explosives we create here will dwarf anything the Manhattan Project could ever possibly fathom.
He's a bit nuts, it seems. Let's see what this says. The other scientists were all talking about atoms. I told them not to trust them since they make up everything. Ha! They asked me to leave. Atoms make up everything. I guess these scientists didn't have much sense of humor, it seems. I found it funny in a very dry way. It's a dad joke. One more and we get another bar of, I don't, like, is it just going to be one bar up to the line? And I guess I'm way over halfway in the game already. Are we going to let something out? Yep. Come on. Yeah, it wasn't that hard. I called it. Kind of knew to expect it when they put that thing in front of me. That's definitely where we're going next. So let's go look around for stuff. Maybe some more backstory and loot. There we go. Note from a researcher, depending on the degree of magnitude, certain organisms provide very little immediate energy when targeted by the leaf suit's god hand. Smaller organisms such as insects, grass, flowers, and other less substantial entities provide close to zero energy, thereby affording no value for pathfinders seeking energy. I bet you are absolutely correct in that assessment. Energy suit is full. Well, what do you know? We haven't seen many of those, the little energy packets that they told about. Look like blue glowing ketchup packs. And they kind of brought them out and then it was like, okay, but now there's generators that we're using. So, what? So we came through this, or they came through this, we can't go through there. Okay. And that's... thing makes a noise when I jump through it. Does it annoy them? Maybe if I jump through them enough, they turn aggressive again. Well, there's nothing else here, so let's just keep moving. Alright, that's a note. Note from researcher Miller. I've been trying to think of new puns all day about the stored energy of an object. I think a lot of them have potential. He's talking about potential energy, which is if you lift an object and put it at a higher point, this is just one example. If I lift this glass, then its potential energy increases. Like the higher it goes, the more potential energy it has. And that's an effect of gravity. Note from a researcher, I thought the bombs being created were impressive enough, but it's that new weapon prototype that will undoubtedly steal all the attention. It's being called Thanatos. The last time I saw Thanatos in a game, the name, it was in Secret of Mana for the Super Nintendo. He was the main bad guy throughout the game. His name was Thanatos, well, as I said. He had a skull head or something, skull cap. It's always a little bit hard to tell what they intended it to be because it was Super Nintendo, so the pixel graphics were kind of, well, they weren't great, let's put it that way. But the game itself was absolutely fantastic. I love it to bits. It's one of my favorite games ever. And anybody who plays emulator games and hasn't played Secret of Mana should definitely get on that because that shit is the tits. Fantastic multiplayer game as well. Really recommend playing it through with 1 or 2 friends. You could be a maximum of 3 players in that game. The magic system was a bit wonky. I didn't realize it at the time, but thinking back on it, it was a bit wonky because you had to go through a menu every time you wanted to use a spell. So it was very much, it very much broke the flow of battle every time you wanted to use it. Note from Andrew Fisher. It was soon discovered that if the Pathfinder has a vision of their own death, it is in fact them actually dying instead of remaining dead. It is in fact of them actually dying. Instead of remaining dead, they branch into a new wave of reality, whereupon they continue to live, albeit at the cost of an equivalent amount of life within that branch. To put it plainly, if a Pathfinder wearing the leaf suit dies through some accident, their death is traded with the life of a nearby living thing, They achieve quantum immortality. It's kind of rude, though. Okay. Effectively, those wearing leaf suits gain the ability to deny the actuality of a wave function collapse. In other words, the ability to branch through various objective realities as part of the many-world theory of quantum mechanics. With this ability, Pathfinders have visions of themselves dying. Each time this occurs, something nearby dies, such as an animal or nearby vegetation. I have trouble pronouncing words. That's a note. Tracing the life seed's location was a simple matter. After years of tracking the epicenter of the Pleistocene extinction event, I was led to this valley's location. I couldn't believe my eyes. Upon immediate examination of one of the orbs, I discovered their vast energy potential. With the help of the Pathfinders, I was able to locate the life seed within the valley. Oppenheimer won't believe his ears upon hearing the marvels I've accomplished. When I met Einstein at Princeton, I couldn't help but see a hint of Oppenheimer reflected in him. I was astonished by his clairvoyance into the makeup of our universe, viewing the experience of all things natural and spiritual in perfect unison, with the self acting as little more than an optical illusion in the perpetual flow of the universe. When Oppenheimer and I studied Indology under Arthur Ryder, I could see that same compassion and empathy for all living creatures brewing within him. Well, there's no denying that Einstein was a special mind when it came to seeing how the universe works. Not many since have been able to do what he did. Or see the way he did. Did I trigger something? Why did it sound like I triggered something? What the hell is that? Oh. Quantum death and immortality using Leaf's technology is a fascinating field of study. Using this tech, as a person could live out a full life without fear of an accident cutting it short. Albeit the use of immortality is a misnomer, as the user simply shifts to a new timeline wherein they are still alive. This can only hold true until all practical timelines are exhausted. For example, an elderly man dying of natural causes is unlikely to shift into a timeline where they do not die, as that parallel world is very unlikely to exist. Alright, but you could live to the absolute maximum of your ability. I hate that annoying pun guy. I went into storage looking for inert gas to fill the glove box. He walked by with the last canister in hand and told me it was argon. Argon. I hate him. Argon. Also, argon is an inert gas, I think. Yeah. Well, there we go. That pun guy is kind of funny. It's kind of funny in a very annoying way. Why the hell is Fisher making us ramp up production? We're already working ourselves half to death down here, and now he wants sleep-deprived people working around the clock. We're working on explosives, for crying out loud. This Fisher guy's out of his mind, a total megalomaniac. Just look at that Pathfinder statue in the main lobby. I can't believe we all have to take orders from him. Unquestionably during this wartime. Unquestioningly. Surely I can't be the only one who feels this way. Probably not. There seems to be a lot of dissent against that megalomaniac guy, as you put it. Oh, there, of course. I forgot about that thing. What did I turn on? Crane block overhead? Okay, but there's more down there. Nothing? Really? Oh, damn it. Oops. Making my way downtown, moving fast. What about the other side? Aha, I see. Upgrade. Yeah, see, they try to sneak you with that kind of shit.
The valley, it's suffering. The natural life here seems to be slowly dwindling. Edwin thinks I'm crazy, but I see it becoming quieter. Are we gradually killing this place?
That self-righteous anthropologist is stirring up trouble again. Her moral objections to this project are the last thing I need on my mind. If it weren't for the isolation policy, I'd have her removed from the premises and sent back home.
You'd think, like, if you set a bunch of soldiers free in a valley and say you can't die as long as there's something living in the valley because you'll just drain their life, I think a lot of them would start messing around and the valley would pretty much die pretty quickly. So I'm not surprised. I don't know why they are. Is it a full upgrade? It is. Gimme. And we got full energy again. This is excellent. This seems the acorn door seems to be just upgrades, and that's it. It's always a very small chamber, and then just some upgrades. It's a blue Amrita swarm, so I'm not too worried about that. Open bay doors, yay! It's like, are we gonna like get a vision of, or is there gonna be a bunch of Amrita swarms? Yes. 2. Any more? Just two. I can handle 2. 2 ain't even shit, man. There we go. Got ammo for days up here. You ain't shit. Easy. 0 deaths. As a certain well-known YouTuber would say. You probably know him. I'm not gonna do PR for him. The orbs that grow within the valley yield vast deposits of energy. Pendulum aims to win the war by harnessing this energy using the life seeds. Bombs created using this energy have the potential to destroy entire cities. So did nukes. I'm not seeing how it would be that much greater. Please. It's an upgrade. Get where you need faster with the push rod piston maximum velocity upgrade. Sounds fantastic. Any, oh, do you wanna, oh, okay.
Our newly developed pushrod pistons will allow pathfinders to achieve an unprecedented velocity. By energizing the tunnel rails, the leaf suit should conduct enough energy to reach immense speeds.
Energizing the tunnel rails. You're gonna have to be a little bit more clear on that. That won't help me. Oh, come on. God damn it. Yeah, but where do I go? I don't get it, guys. You know what? We're gonna end the episode right here. If you're still watching, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm gonna go find out how to get out of here. Like, this looks like rails, but they're not energizing, so I don't get what they're talking about. So I'm gonna go online, find out what they're talking about here, and we'll continue in the next episode. We'll do so in the future, because for now we're gonna say bye-bye.